I am tired of living in unprecedented times between record inflation, being on the brink of World War III, and still trying to recover from an outbreak that happened 4 years ago. I am tired of just living at this point. And I'm not making this video to get clicks. I'm making this video to just be fully transparent on something that looks like it might become another big problem. I don't want to waste any of your time, and I really don't even want to make this video because I'm hoping it's just going to be nothing. But in the case that it's not, get some toilet paper in your house, and here we go again. If you're unfamiliar about the disease called the white lung disease, in the news a couple weeks ago that was in China, and it was a pneumonia-like disease that they're not sure what the cause is. And unfortunately, it has spread to the Netherlands, and it is now in the United States. And there's enough cases in Ohio to be classified as an outbreak in Ohio. White lung syndrome isn't a new phenomenon that's happening. It's got a unique name now, but it's just very similar to pneumonia, and it's just basically several infections that already exist, but they're targeting the body all at once under this new condition. We take history classes so we don't have a repeat of the past, and I feel like this is going to be an extremely similar circumstance to 2019 and 2020. So I'm hoping that they can figure out how to either just quarantine early so this doesn't become a big thing, but I can see this being blown out of proportion in the media, and I can see this being a huge dividing point for the country going into another election year. So I am not going to talk about politics in any way, shape, or form. I just do want to make sure that you know that there is a virus that is now in multiple countries across the world and is being labeled as an outbreak currently in the United States. So hold your loved ones, make sure you're taking care of yourselves. If you have any signs of pneumonia, be sure to go to the doctors and get that taken care of. But I could see traveling in 2024 might be put on hold again. And honestly, with how much debt cruise lines racked up last 4 years just trying to stay open when they couldn't have any paying customers, I don't see how cruise lines could really poison themselves unless they start taking a bunch of money out right now before it really becomes a main news story. So be safe, and the rest of the news stories this week aren't too bad. To kind of go hand in hand with financially recovering, it's no surprise that cruise lines are booking almost every ship over 100% capacity. However, usually there's some cancellations and everything kind of works itself out. However, now it appears that guaranteed rooms are no longer guaranteed, and this has happened to a woman on the Royal Caribbean Quantum of the Seas. So this happened a couple of days ago. This woman was booked on an 8-night South Pacific cruise departing from Brisbane, and because she booked a guaranteed stateroom, she didn't really have any problems, as you shouldn't, because you are guaranteed a room on board. She showed up to the port, took the flight to get to Brisbane, just to be met with a piece of paper that stated this: "We regret to inform you that currently we have been unable to allocate a stateroom number to your reservation." That's unfortunate. What are you going to do? So, because they care about the time and effort that you took to plan your cruise, first of all, time and effort is one thing. Taking time off of work, then traveling to the port just to get denied at the port is also just completely inexcusable. This should have been communicated beforehand, but let's continue. Every aspect of your time with us should be enjoyable, so we have put together some alternative options that we hope will work for you. Option 1, remain on standby with the hope that a stateroom will be assigned to you at the pier before check-in closes. So considering she's already there, she's hoping that somebody else misses their time to board the ship in order to stay on the vacation that she's currently planned. And of course, they'll offer a $100 gesture of goodwill for onboard credit. So you took a flight. The best we could do is offer you $100 onboard credit, hoping that you will not be mad, which is absolutely insane to me. If no cabin becomes available, then we'll get a full refund and then a 25% of the future cruise certificate calculated off the cruise fare. So we know you're going to have to fly home, then book more flights to come back with us and enjoy another cruise with us, and we'll give you 25% of your refund as a future credit as well as a full refund. they're taking a step in the right direction, but they should be providing airfare and transport back home, because you bought a ticket for 8 days later, and flights aren't cheap nowadays, people. Option 2, move the same itinerary for almost 2 months after the original itinerary with no additional charge and a free upgrade where available. This woman couldn't even get on a ship that she had a guaranteed room on, and they're offering a free upgrade if available. There's not going to be an upgrade available, it sounds like. And option 3, a guest can shift to an alternate 7-night, 8-night sailing with price protection and complimentary upgrade where available. So again, and now you just are taking a different itinerary, so you can go on Royal Caribbean, out of the Caribbean, out of the West Coast. There's options, but again, there's still no refund with airfare. So essentially every cruise line is overbooking ships now. It is no secret that Carnival is booking at 120% now. So I thought that just meant instead of having 2 people to a room, they're aiming to have 3 people to a room, but it sounds like they're just overbooking all the rooms, period, which now I'm going to give a little bit of a warning, because I personally do guaranteed rooms because it's a cheaper alternative to picking your own room. You save maybe $100 to $200, which is nice, but for the inconvenience it sounds like this is going to cause in the future, it's not worth it. So from now on, I will be booking the stateroom that I'll be staying in instead of having the cruise line assign it to me. And of course, third and final story. This one's just gross, and I'm sorry. This has just been a terrible week of news. So maybe next time we'll get some happy endings here. Not like that. Not like that. So posted in a Carnival group, there was a woman on the Carnival celebration that has claimed there are bed bugs, and she didn't just use her words, she took pictures and evidence, and here's some pictures now. This woman asked for her stateroom to be changed because she woke up with a bunch of bites on her leg, and she didn't want to be a Karen and complain, but when you're paying money to go on a vacation, the least you could do is get a clean bed that isn't infected with an invasive bug that can go into your clothes and you bring home. So on the Carnival celebration, this woman was assigned to a family harbor room on deck 4. They were also not at the beach, and they got bitten the first night. So essentially she's saying this was a problem before they even got to any ports. This has been on Carnival. These bugs have been on the ship because it was the very first night when she started noticing little bites. She took pictures of her legs, which don't look great, and then went to guest services where they said they will conduct their own investigation. And the investigation that the Carnival did turned out that there were no bugs. However, this woman literally has pictures of bed bugs in here. So Carnival's not admitting to doing any wrong, and this woman has not been compensated in any way, shape, or form, even though she probably has bed bugs and will bring bed bugs back with her through clothes and luggage and suitcases and all that fun stuff. So have you ever noticed bed bugs? Personally, I haven't. I literally was just on Margaritaville at sea, which is the worst rated cruise line in the country, and we were pleasantly surprised about how nice the rooms were and how comfortable the beds were and how clean it was. So this is something I wouldn't expect, especially from Carnival's brand new ship, the Celebration. Granted, they're going to have the Jubilee coming out in the next couple weeks, but I cannot believe that Carnival hasn't even owned up to it when they're kind of caught dead to rights with pictures of bed bugs in the bed. But let me know your thoughts. Sorry for a rough week of news, but hopefully, like I said before, we'll get them next week, and hopefully we'll be able to sail in 2024. Thank you guys so much. Let me know your thoughts in the comments about the virus, not getting a room booked, and obviously bed bugs. We'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. Peace.